Hi everyone, I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas. Today is Christmas Eve. Thank you for joining me. I'm Mary with MaryGreeley News, and there was a magnitude 4.0 there in the state of Washington north of the Seattle fault, and that fault line is capable of having a magnitude 7.5 or greater. Several reports were sent in to EMSC. Thank you very much, because it's important to know what you guys felt. This report came from the Navy Yard City, 35 kilometers southeast. So that would be almost 22 miles. Felt light shaking that caused me to jolt out of bed and investigate. Well, at 7:15 a.m., yeah, a lot of people were still sleeping. Felt two shakes, 10 seconds apart, lasting a couple of seconds each. Very slight creaking sound, but the building is still new. On Whidbey Island, Washington, it says here 7:14 a.m. Now this would have been about 30 miles east, and it says 49 kilometers. That's when they felt it there on the island. 41 miles, almost 42 miles northeast, Stanwood, felt like something slammed into the house. Victoria, Canada, about 44, maybe 45 miles northwest, said bump and a shake. Then they're in Bryant, which is about 46 miles northeast, I believe. They said it felt like someone hit the floor hard. Internet went down. Wow. What about power? Then in North Saanich, Canada, which is about 65 miles northwest, said there was a single shutter, the couch rumbled, and wood stove rattled. Wow. Now, USGS did give it an intensity level of 4, and a shake alert also went out. Felt indoors by many people, outdoors by a few. At night, well, it was early morning. They were woken up. Dishes, windows, doors were disturbed, rattling, shaking. Automobiles, if you were sitting in your car, you would have noticed it rocking noticeably. So I guess the shake alert didn't go out very fast. It says initial went out 12.8 seconds after the original time. Let's see. Originally they thought it was maybe a 3.6, then they raised it to a 3.9. ANS said it was a magnitude 4.0, not a 4.1 like USGS said. That is not very fast to send out a shake alert 12.8 seconds afterwards. Yeah, count to 8. They do have a map to the areas where it was sent. I don't think, let's see. Well, it was sent to Seattle, Olympia, Aberdeen, San Juan Islands up over here. Let's see if I can bring this up for you, in Victoria. This is a real good example how you need to be prepared for a disaster and not depend on mommy or daddy government. So here we have the different felt reports that USGS is putting up. Let's see, Vancouver, all the way north, intensity level 2. Cutlass Lake, intensity level 2. Callum Bay, intensity level 2. Arlington, wow, intensity level 3. Well, it's probably from sediment. Let's see. Okay, closer to where the epicenter. Quilcene, intensity level 3. Brennan, intensity level 2. Interesting how farther out, yeah, intensity level 2, 2, 2. Most people, and there's a 3. Olympia 2. But over here, yeah, Arlington. Yeah. So let's go to Arlington. Yeah, they felt it the strongest. Let's zip on over there. Okay, there's Arlington. 530 and Highway 9 or Interstate 9. Okay, Interstate 5. Okay, Arlington is there. And the earthquake was down way over here to the southwest. Yeah, and there's Arlington. Okay. If you did have a large 7.5 earthquake, many of the bridges for the interstates would be down. It could be decades to have power restored. If there's a large 9.0 off the Cascadia subduction zone. I don't see it on here, but remember that report years ago? They said if there was a large earthquake west of I-80, everything would be toast. Now, the Seattle fault often has what's called thrust earthquakes. Those are the worst kind in the world. That's where one side rises up and the other side stays stationary. And yeah, it gives a quick jolt. And you should know, I'm sure you do know, that these faults have connections to other faults, so they would more likely trigger faults on other areas. The Seattle fault is also a south dipping fault, and to make it worse, this fault zone is shortening because of compression from the Juan de Fuca plate, the Pacific plate, subducting underneath North America. Yeah, so it's shortening, going east to west, creating lots and lots of pressure. Let's bring this in. And the Seattle fault is not just one fault. I may have drawn it out as one fault, but it's actually 4 lines of fault, all dipping, going towards the south. Here's another image showing how much stress probably has built up and how powerful it could be. This fault zone goes down about 10 kilometers or about 6 miles. Over here on the right, it's measured out in kilometers right there. I'll give you a link to this. Here's an image that talks about how it could set off other faults. It connects to the Tacoma fault right there. So going back to Google Earth, here's the 4.0. Here's the Seattle fault. And then down south is the Tacoma fault. Yeah, and yeah, there's a lot of bridges here, overpasses. I do have marked out where they did have one bridge that they were working on there in Tacoma, Washington, working on, retrofitting it and replacing it. So did you feel this earthquake? If so, please put your comments down below. I hope you're earthquake prepared. Yeah, I pray that you are. And I pray we don't have anything larger, because any earthquake could be a foreshock, a 20% chance of a foreshock of something much larger. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please like, please share, and have a very Merry Christmas tomorrow. God bless y'all. Bye.